You know, mushrooms, I think, are pretty tasty, but did you know they also have a lot of health benefits too? Well, a new book called Medicinal Mushrooms delves deep into the world of the famous fungus and shows us what it has to offer, I should say. And speaking of the author, I spoke with the mushroom man himself, Christopher Hobbs. Everyone knows about button mushrooms and portabello mushrooms, but what are some other varieties that are really great that we need to look out for?
Well, there are two categories, one edible and then medicinal. Of course, they're all medicinal. All mushrooms, even the button mushroom, have really good health benefits, increased fiber, lots and lots of trace minerals like zinc and copper, one of the best sources available, and protein, high protein. So all mushrooms are healthy and medicinal, if you will, even the button mushroom. But some are really known for their medicinal benefits like reishi, turkey tail, lion's mane. It turns out that some of the medicinal mushrooms are also delicious edibles. Some are pretty hard and tough and woody like reishi. Somebody says, well, is reishi edible? Well, not really. I mean, it's not tender, but you can boil it and you can get the broth from the reishi, and then you can put it in soups, or you can make an extract, and that's what is mainly sold on the marketplace. So there are different types of mushrooms, but some are traditionally used, some are just edible, but all of them have really incredible health benefits.
I love mushrooms, but it is being talked about more on the interwebs, on YouTube, on Instagram. They're talking about this. And when we call them medicinal mushrooms, it means they're good for the body, correct? But how do they work in the body? What exactly are they doing?
Many studies show that the more fiber you get, the less likely you are to get cardiovascular disease or diabetes or obesity or overweight. So we need lots more fiber in our diet. The average American gets about 15 grams of fiber a day, and when really we should be getting about 20, 25, 30, or even higher. Traditional diets, they get 60 grams of fiber in their diet, and they're half as likely to get cardiovascular disease or diabetes, and a lot slimmer. They don't put on the weight. So we need more fiber, and mushrooms are the #1 fiber source that we could have in our diet every day. So that's why I encourage people to eat more shiitake, more maitake, more lion's mane. And they are available out there in stores, and you can grow them too.
I am absolutely adding mushrooms to my grocery list, but I need to ask you, how many should I buy? How many mushrooms should we be eating daily to get the right amount of fiber?
So if you haven't experienced any other mushroom but button mushroom, start with shiitake, definitely. And then if you like that, go on to maitake and go on to lion's mane, which are also delicious. But remember that all mushrooms beside fiber have polymer called beta-glucans. And beta-glucans activate our immune responses in many profound ways, and it can help protect our body against infections like viral infections. That's really good today, right? We want to increase our immune response and vigilance. Mushrooms are the way to go because they have beta-glucans, which stimulate our immune system in many ways, and it makes our immune system more vigilant to viruses, bacteria, and other pathogens. So definitely add mushrooms to your diet daily. 2 or 3 shiitake fruiting bodies, or maybe a couple small maitake clusters. That's about right. I mean, there's no side effects. There's no downside to eating more mushrooms. So 2 or 3 shiitake fruiting bodies in soups, stir fries, which grilling, any way you want, is certainly appropriate.
Well, we are so grateful that you've shared your knowledge with us, and you've actually put all this knowledge into a book. Talk to us about your new book.
Well, my new book, Medicinal Mushrooms, talks about all the scientific studies, all the clinical trials that have been done on mushrooms, also how to use them, how to make medicine, how to cook with them, just about anything, the history, and it is a beautiful book. They put so many pictures in here.
Oh, wow.
On visionary mushrooms, if you're interested in that. There's almost daily, I see a new study on psilocybin mushrooms for health, for helping to heal depression and anxiety, addictions, and so forth.
I believe he's talking about magic mushrooms. The book is very interesting. You can find it online.